How do lonely people get friends? I'm retirement age, and I wish I knew the answer to this. I'm an Aspie as well, and it just complicates the hell out of things. I texted someone today, asking if I could text them tonight to chat. I know they got it. They check their phone constantly for new texts. They just never replied, which hurts. Hurts a lot. I think I just don't understand friendship. I don't feel close to anyone, and don't feel loved by anyone at all. Anywhere in this life, if you get a good answer, please share. I've been at this a long time and I'm often lonely as hell. Edit. Since I'm getting a good number of replies regarding my text to asking if my friend is up for chatting later, it's how we do things. This is my favorite person at work. I adore them, and we've been friends for years. But they have a busy life, and so we sometimes arrange to chat later by texting and asking in advance. Sort of like, hey, talk later. Edit number 2, she did text me to say she doesn't want me to text her anymore. I still don't know what I did. But right now, my heart feels like a single-use plastic shopping bag filled with hurt and garbage. Slowing draining out through a hole in the bottom. I looked forward to seeing her every day. Her smile, her laughter could make the worst day brighter and better. And it's gone now, and I feel stupid. I don't take chances on friendship much anymore. And this is why I find someone, we become friends, and then something like this happens. The kicker for me is that I believe that if you value people, then you actually ask them, hey, why did you do that? That really bothered me. But if you see the person as disposable, then you just end it, like she did today. I have learned nothing from being alive. Apparently, I have grown older, but no wiser. In what context are you using lonely? Lonely like I'm an introvert, and I find it hard to talk to people so I don't have a lot of friends. Or lonely like I just moved from LA to Tallahassee and I don't know anybody here. Get among a group of people who are enjoying a common activity. Having things in common is the best chance of making friends. And doing things in common is a way to achieve that. Join a jail by looking for community groups in their area that have similar hobbies and joining theme is your ex. Like running, look for a running club. There's always one around. I see a lot of comments here that are like, just put yourself out there. Which is fine and all. I'm not that socially awkward and have a lot of acquaintances, but how do you get past the small talk phase to make long-lasting and deep friendships? Whenever I open up about myself, it usually isn't reciprocated, or I feel like I'm being emo and burdening someone, or I feel like I'm prodding other people to open up about themselves when they don't want to. Clarification. Thank you for all your kind responses and tips. When I say opening up, I really don't mean unloading my life story on a person I've only known for a few months. It's pretty intuitive not to do that. These are people I could have known for years and seen on a daily basis in that time. I struggle with making that shift to a less platonic relationship. I could swear I do ask them lots of questions about themselves. And I think that's what makes me strong in that good small talk department. I can't even tell if I'm trying too hard or not hard enough. Also, is it a problem if I'm always the one making plans with people when I muster the guts to? I don't mind, but it sucks not get invited. And I don't know how to infiltrate a friend group. Like I feel like there's something seriously wrong with my personality. Edit. So reading these responses, I'm realizing that I might have some other issues I need to work on in order to be receptive to relationships. I have a pretty low self-esteem. I tend to blame myself and only myself for past, failed relationships. And I am hyper-aware of what I think others think of me. 1,000 other things, I'm sure. Scrolling through Instagram and seeing groups of friends doing fun stuff together really gets me down. And I don't think it's because of jealousy. I'm disappointed in myself that I can't force people to like me. Which is so wrong on so many levels. Number 2, fuck. Thanks for my first gold. I'm literally crying. I can't wait to find out. Edit. Think random lonely person. Let's be friends. Extroverts adopt them. Edit. I just woke up and saw this thread. Thank you all for the replies. The silver and the gold. Kind strangers. You guys just made my day. But you don't. You just collect a whole bunch of hobbies and activities that keep you busy. First of all, be comfortable with being friends with yourself. You have to be able to live your life happily by yourself. Do what you enjoy. Try new things. Smile. And be able to find your own company, something that makes you happy. Then while you live life, doing things, trying things. Make sure you seem open to other people and approachable, smiling. Posture, eye contacts, etc. Also strike conversation. It's not weird to overthink that simple as, hi, what's the worst that will happen? They'll walk away. If talking hard, make sure what I said about being approachable is key. Most likely if you meet someone doing something you enjoy or just doing regularly, they will also be interested and may have similar interests. If a conversation happens, make sure it's not too forward and uncomfortable, but also make it so it doesn't seem like a passing conversation but more of a meaningful one. Really just be happy with yourself and create good vibe around you, and don't fear others. Have a nice day and hope you smile. Step 1. Find extroverts. Step 2. Latch onto extrovert. Step 3. Extrovert will inevitably adopt you. Edit. This comment is mostly a joke. Make sure you and extrovert have similar hobbies, interests, and don't rely on them to do everything in the friendship. Ask them if they're doing anything that weekend. Invite them over if you want to do something, etc. All relationships, even friendships, go both ways. My only friends I have are the ones that have been here from the start. All my friends I have made in the past year are normally gone in a month. Volunteer. By not, under any circumstance, admit or show you're lonely. It's hard. Loneliness is like a deep stench you can't get off. That's only remedied by the very thing it repulses. Get a dog. The dog can be your friend. You can then go to places where dog walkers go and talk to other people with dogs. If the people don't want your company, it does not matter because you have a dog. Ask what their favorite block in Minecraft is. We don't LMAO. Just punch someone. Edit. Thanks for the gold. My highest rated comment. Hardest thing I ever did was walk up to a stranger in a nightclub, sit beside them, and start talking to them as your butt. That one act changed my life and led to so many wonderful things. Being once the same person as you. I'll say this. Get yourself out into as many different situations as you possibly can. Walking and jogging groups. Join a squash, sailing, kite flying, tennis or book club. Volunteer for a soup kitchen or your library or local museum. Whatever floats your boat. On Saturday mornings, take a Friday night job in hospitality. Instant friend group. Start driving an Uber so you can get used to the idea of random chatting. Another instant way to meet people. Get, or borrow, a dog, and go for walks in the park. Sit on a bench for a while. Guaranteed someone will join you on that bench and start chatting. It's good practice to put yourself at ease in a casual social situation. If you find the words sticking in your throat, think about the person you really are in your head, and let some of that goodness out. It gets easier and easier the more you practice. Also, ask questions. It shows you're interested and people will respond to the genuineness. When you've done some chatting, ask if the person wants to catch up for a coffee outside of the usual meeting place, or see a movie you've both been talking about, or meet up for a drink on Friday night at your local bar. Not all of the people you meet will stick. Some you'll wish you never started talking to. Some will hurt your feelings and ignore you or even be rude and dismissive to you. But the ones who do stick, it's a game changer. Good luck, fellow Solex. Well, we don't. That's why we are lonely. Bait other lonely people with internet comments based on their interests. Check every day to check the bait and add to it as needed. Snag the food of a potential friend and trap. Take home. You now have a friend. Feed and water. I wish I knew tbh.